This country was formed on the premise that all men are created equal. However, one of the most brutal stories in history took place in this country. It is known as the Trail of Tears. Gold was discovered in Georgia, and the white settlers wanted to get their hands on this valuable commodity. This and the thirst for expansion was the beginning of the Cherokee migration. The government, under President Andrew Jackson, authorized the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This act was to force Native Americans off their ancestral lands. All people were not for the removal of the Indian nation. Reverend Samuel Worcester was a missionary to the Cherokee people. He went to the Supreme Court for the Cherokees to stop the removal. This case was called Worcester versus Georgia. The Supreme Court decided that the Cherokees were a sovereign nation and would not allow the removal to take place. The Cherokees won the battle, yet their fight was hollow. In 1835, the Treaty Party, part of the Cherokee Nation, led by Major Ridge, his son John, and Elias Boydette, signed the Treaty of New Echota. This treaty sold the Cherokee lands to the United States government. In 1838, the removal of the Native Americans began. General Winfield Scott led thousands of men to round up and escort the Cherokees into stockades in Tennessee. From the stockades, the Cherokees were forced to march from Tennessee to the new Indian Territory. This forced march has come to be known as the Trail of Tears. They had minimal facilities, food, and protection. All suffered, and 4,000 Cherokees died along the trail. Some Cherokees tried to escape the forced march, and some even succeeded. Today, there are still groups of the Cherokee nations living in Georgia that are descendants from the Cherokees that escaped.